Welcome to Competition Curious, the blog, vlog, and podcast for business owners and marketers who are curious about running competitions. I am your host, Suki Van Kay. I am the world's first and only dedicated expert, strategist, and complete nerd when it comes to competitions. In today's episode, episode 8, I want to share with you 18 giveaway ideas that are perfect for your small business. So I know comparatively that deciding to run a competition is so much easier than deciding what that competition is actually going to look like, what you're going to give away, how you're going to run it, all of those things. So I thought today you could let your fairy comp mother, that's me, take care of things, wave my magic wand, and make sure that you are chock full of inspiration to actually get your competition off the ground. So if you're ready to be inspired, let's go. Yes, you shall go to the giveaway ball, and I am here to make it happen. So I want to share with you 18 of my favorite ways to run giveaways today, and also not just the generic do this, do that, go here, run this type of competition. I want to give you some inspiration that goes beyond your simple entry method and actually helps you to create an amazing competition with a little bit more sort of inspiration and theory behind the actual methodology of the competition, not just the way that your competition entrants will enter your competition. Drum roll, please, for the number 1 giveaway idea and my absolute favorite. Yes, you should know by now if you've listened to previous Competition Curious episodes. It is the thing I love banging on about most, and that is giving away your own product or service. Now, as I've covered in previous episodes, there are many, many reasons to do this, but the 2 primary reasons that you should always be thinking about your product or service first is because you're going to be promoting your own business, your own products, your own service. You don't want to waste your time, money, and effort promoting someone else's, gathering leads for a business that isn't yours. And the other reason is, of course, all of those entrants are potential customers for your business. I've covered this at length in previous podcasts, so I'm not going to bang on about this too much, but I did want to cover it as my number 1 giveaway idea because it is so crucially important. Number 2 is to collect user-generated content. So user-generated content simply means content created or generated by your users or entrants. So this could be, for example, photos or essays, 25 words or less, slogans, videos, anything that you ask people to submit as part of their entry. This giveaway idea comes with a multitude of perks. First and foremost is the engagement. Obviously, people are engaging a lot more than just popping in their name and email. If you host this competition on social, for example, then you're going to get a whole bunch of comments and likes on the photos and videos. Or if you reshare entries, if they enter via your website and you reshare a selection of entries on social media, obviously you're going to get all of the engagement for those entries too. It is also an entry method that prefers quality over quantity. So yes, you will get fewer entries overall because it takes effort for people to submit their entries, but those entries and the entrants themselves will be much, much higher quality. Now, it may surprise you to hear that user-generated content can actually perform better than that professional content. So if you have a customer who's taken a photo of one of your products versus a setup that you've done in a studio with a professional model, it is definitely worth testing these against each other in your marketing material to see which gets a better result for you. And the perfect way to collect this user-generated content is, of course, through competitions. And the final benefit of user-generated content is that your users, your entrants, are, of course, literally generating your content for you. So that means that you don't have to sit there for hours on end trying to come up with your content, trying to come up with your marketing material, trying to come up with your social posts for the month. Your entrants to your competition are literally creating your content for you. Win-win. The third giveaway idea is to package your prizes. And what I mean by this is instead of giving away just one prize, you put together a couple of prizes and you package them together. And something really exciting for me anyway, as a competition nerd, happens when you do this. And that is that even though the individual prize values of the items in your prize package, so say for example, a capsule wardrobe valued at $1,000, a handbag valued at $500, and a stylist consult valued at $500. All of those things added up is $2,000. But because they're all packaged up, you get the clothing, you get the accessory, and you get the style consult to your entrance and to your audience. That is worth so much more than the $2,000 that it is literally worth if you add up all of the elements together. This is because of the emotional and psychological perceived value that your audience has on your prize. So not only are they getting clothing, they're getting a whole new look, they're regaining their confidence, they are no longer having to worry about what they're wearing because it's all been chosen for them. They've got an accessory to complete the look and obviously practically carry around their things. They've also got a consult with an expert who is going to help them feel confident using that prize, putting together the different outfits, accessorizing, understanding colors, understanding why the clothing has been chosen for them. So psychologically, the value of that prize and what it gives to them and their lifestyle is so much more than $2,000. And therefore, you're going to get a whole lot more entries for your competition by packaging up your prizes. The fourth giveaway idea is to partner up with other businesses. And this is one of my favorite things to do with my clients and encourage people to do when they're DIYing their own competition. And what this means is you find another business owner who has the same target client as you, has the same ideal client or ideal entrant, and you both offer your products or services, put them together in a prize package like we just talked about. And the benefit of this is you are offering a bigger and more attractive, more engaging prize to your audience. Therefore, you're going to get more entries, but you're also going to attract the right people for both of your businesses or all of your businesses if there's more than two involved. And you're also going to be able to leverage each other's audiences. So to give you an example of this, we could look at a copywriter and a web designer. If they partner up to run a competition, they can offer their audience a brand new website design package complete with the copy written for them. You are going to be targeting the exact same audience, but you are not competing. You are offering completely different services. You are not competing with each other for those clients and for their dollars. So you are going to be running a complementary, non-competing competition where you're aiming to attract the same entrants. The entrants are going to potentially be leads for both of your businesses. The fifth giveaway idea is to give away multiple prizes. So unlike the prize package where you've got one winner winning multiple prizes, here you have got multiple winners winning multiple prizes. So this is a little bit of a kind of psychological trick. And here, 4 prizes seems to be the magic number. So sorry, 3, you're no longer the magic number. What I mean by this is 4 prizes in total with 4 different winners. And you can structure this however suits your business and however suits your prizes and however suits your product or services. Commonly, what I would do with my clients is either I would have weekly prizes throughout the competition and then one main prize winner at the end. And obviously the main prize winner wins a bigger and better prize package than those runners up. Or at the end of the competition, you will have your main winner and you will also have your runners up, and they will all be announced at the same time. Why is 4 the magic number? Well, it seems to be that people perceive this as having a higher chance of winning because there are 4 prize packages, not just one, but also it doesn't devalue the prize and devalue the competition by giving away too many prizes that the prizes don't feel special. So 4 seems to be that lovely psychological number that people seem to have a bigger perception that they will win a prize, but it's not so many that the prize is devalued. The 6th giveaway idea is to make it experiential. And what I mean by this is you turn your competition, you turn your prize into an experience for your entrants and for your winner. So I want you to think about a brand that you really love. It doesn't matter if it's a product or a service. Now, think about the way that they communicate, think about the social media that they post, think about their website. I would bet $1 million that the way that you feel about this brand has nothing to do with the fonts that they use, the colors that they use, or the words that they choose to communicate with you with. I would wager that the reason you feel so strongly about this brand is because of the way that they make you feel. So it's the way that you feel when you wear the clothing from that brand and you feel like $1 million. It's the way that you feel after you have that treatment and you just feel like you're glowing from the inside out. It's the way that they communicate with you. It's the way that they make you feel connected to them. And it's the way that they talk to you like you're a human being. Feeling and experience of a brand has absolutely everything to do with how much you adore that brand. So help your audience experience your brand and make them feel how your brand wants to make them feel during the competition. This could be, for example, asking them to hunt for Easter eggs around your website so they experience your brand through your website. You can offer mini experiences of your brand in person. For example, if you attend events or if you invite them to where you deliver your product or service, for example, in your shop or in your salon. And also, ask them for feedback and ask your existing customers for the words that they would use to describe your brand, and use that wording and that information in your competition. This is going to evoke a feeling and an experience in your entrance and in your audience. The 7th giveaway idea is to run a travel giveaway. There are heaps and heaps of studies out there that talk about how compelling travel prizes are as competition prizes and how they incentivize people to take action. And part of this is because of what we've just talked about. Because travel prizes are experiential, they make someone feel a certain way. And by running a travel giveaway, you can connect the way they feel about travel, about holidays. I mean, who doesn't come away from a holiday with that glow that's really annoying because it reminds you how long it's been since you've had a holiday, or talk your ear off about everything that they did and everywhere they went and everyone they saw on their holiday? You can connect that amazing feeling people have from traveling and going on holiday to your brand when you give away a travel prize. Besides that, I have found from my past experience in corporate giving away travel prizes, and also with the small businesses that I work with giving away travel prizes, they get an enormous amount of entries. They have a really high return on investment. And as one of my favorite side bonuses, you also collect really awesome user-generated content, as we've already spoke about, from the winner when they actually redeem their travel prize and go on their trip. Now, travel prizes don't have to be expensive. Obviously, if you are a travel brand yourself, you'll be giving away your own product or service, as we've already discussed. And if you can partner with a travel brand, again, as we've already discussed, just make sure that your audiences align and that your values match so that you're attracting the right person by partnering with that travel brand. Or finally, you can also keep it local, which is obviously going to keep those costs right down. The 8th giveaway idea is to offer a behind the scenes experience of your brand. So think for a second about your favorite food or drink brand. Imagine if you could do a behind the scenes Charlie and the Chocolate Factory style tour of your favorite food or drink brand. I'm talking lickable wallpaper, giant marshmallow pillows, and rivers of chocolate. Okay, so I might be getting a bit carried away. It probably wouldn't be like that in real life, but this is an experience that you can offer to your winners. Just make sure you avoid turning them into a giant blueberry. So in reality, what I'm talking about is an all access backstage pass to touring your business or brand. Obviously, for product-based businesses, this is quite easy. If you have, for example, a factory or assembly line, or you have a store that they could come and visit and get a behind the scenes tour of. For service-based businesses, this might be something like a VIP day or an in-person experience with you, or they may get to sit with you as you create something for their brand. The best part about these types of competitions are that the outlay is so low because it is your own product or service and it just requires your time. But the experience for your winner is absolutely priceless. And you're also going to generate some of that amazing user-generated content that we discussed earlier. It, of course, also ticks that experiential box that we talked about, and the perceived value for your winner, even though for you it's just a regular day at the office, the perceived value for your winner is going to be so high because they do really love your brand, they love your products, or they love your service. The 9th giveaway idea is to leverage influencers. So an influencer is someone who, you guessed it, has influence over other people, so they can convince them to take action. So for example, they can encourage people to engage with your competition and they can encourage people to enter your giveaway. Done right, you will be able to reach a brand new audience and hopefully a highly engaged audience who will then enter your competition and potentially become leads for your business. Now, a couple of tips here. You will want to find an influencer who is aligned with your brand. So you want to choose someone who has the same kind of messaging and not someone who promotes the opposite idea to what your brand promotes. And also look for people who have super engaged audiences. So it doesn't necessarily matter if they have a huge audience. If the audience is big enough, it's your ideal client, and they're not already obviously part of your audience, then there is scope for them to come over to your audience and to enter your competition and to potentially become leads for your business. The 10th giveaway idea is to give a money can't buy experience. Now, a money can't buy experience is, as the name implies, an experience that people literally can't buy with money. So this could be a product or service that is not normally part of your product or service offering, and it's a one-time only for the competition. So they're getting a money can't buy experience, and it usually will need to be slightly higher valued than your regular products or services for it to feel like a money can't buy experience. It doesn't have to cost heaps to run a money can't buy experience. It just has to be something that is unusual and unrepeatable and really special for your winner. So for example, it could be the opportunity to name a brand new product that you are offering or help shape a new service that you are putting together. Just be careful that you don't end up with a name like Boaty McBoatface. The 11th giveaway idea is to win a year of competition. So this could be a year of services or a year of products, for example. And this is where you package up your products or services to deliver to your winner over the space of a year. Now, this may cost your business a little bit more in terms of time or money, but it does give you a huge return on your investment for that entire year. Obviously, as we've already talked about as well, is that potential for user-generated content for the entire year. And it can also help to boost your overall prize package value, especially if your individual products or services have a fairly low RRP, recommended retail price. By combining them for a win a year prize, you're giving away a year's worth of products or services, and the value of your prize, therefore, is a lot higher. This also means that the perceived value to your entrance is a lot higher, and also that you're going to create a long-term fan for your brand. So one of our clients actually gave away a year's worth of their products, and their winner was such a fan, they actually came to attend their events and brought friends along with them. So it's an excellent way to generate content and also to create fans for your business. The 12th giveaway idea is to make the giveaway shareable. So this is effectively asking your audience to do the hard work for you and increase your reach by sharing your competition. There are many ways to do this, but I want to share with you 3 common ways that you can encourage people to share your competition. The first is to create a prize for the winner and a friend. So this means that they are most likely going to encourage their friends to enter, so it increases their chance of getting the prize as well. The second way is to include a shareable element of the competition. Now, you do have to be careful here because Facebook doesn't allow you to encourage people to share posts as part of competition entry. So make sure you do not do this on Facebook, but there are other platforms and other ways that is permitted to include a shareable element as part of your entry method. The third way is to actually make it easy for them to share your competition by giving them shareable links, shareable marketing material, and collateral to actually promote your competition for you. And finally, you can also include copy such as "don't forget to let your friends know" to increase your chances to win in the promotional material for your competition to naturally encourage shares. The 13th giveaway idea is to consider a purchase to win competition. So this is where someone needs to purchase in order to get an entry into your competition. So to give you an example, imagine that you are a beauty salon and everyone who purchases a certain service during a certain month, for example, during your quiet months, will go in the draw to win an ultimate pamper day for them and a friend. Not only is this going to generate revenue for you because they need to purchase to actually enter the competition, it's also going to be worthwhile for them because they are getting a product or service in return, but they're also going into the draw to win a bigger, better, more desirable beautiful prize package. And you've also got that shareable element with the friend that we just talked about as well. It's also experiential. It's also a bigger prize package than the original product or service that they purchased. And it is also a packaged prize. So I don't know if you're detecting a theme here, but there are certain elements of competitions and giveaway ideas that are far, far better for your business and for your competition than others. We've talked about a few already. So there's the experiential element, there's the packaging element, there's partnering with other businesses. These types of things are really going to add rocket fuel to your competition, make it so much more attractive and engaging to your ideal audience, and going to get you far more entries for your competition. The 14th giveaway idea is to attract attention at events. So if you are attending conferences or events, then you can run a competition to draw crowds and attract attention at these events. A wedding photography client of mine did this at a wedding expo. So they asked the brides-to-be to snap a photo with their future partner or with their bride tribe if they were there with their bridesmaids, and to pin that photo that they'd taken with the Polaroid to the wedding arbor. This attracted a crowd at the event because people were interacting with the stand, they were pinning photos on the arbor, they were taking selfies, they were obviously having a great time. And this was attracting more people over. And not just that, but whilst people were waiting to have their turn and enter the competition, it gave the girls an opportunity to talk to the potential customers and to give them an experience and a feeling of what it's like to work with them as a brand. They also, of course, had amazing photos for their social media and an incredible amount of user-generated content. The 15th giveaway idea is to create a customized prize. So this is a one-off prize created just for your winner, the only one of this prize in the world. And take it from me, as someone with a name like Suki, who could never find her name on a mug in a theme park gift shop, these personalized prizes are so, so valuable. And they're also, as we've mentioned earlier, so much more valuable than the actual dollar figure it's going to take you to create this. It's going to be so much more valuable for your winner because they have a special experience that no one else has. And it also sort of turns into a money can't buy experience. It's also going to be a great way for them to create user-generated content because obviously they're going to want to share their custom creation or their custom service created just for them on their social media. The 16th giveaway idea is to create a giveaway that gives back. So you can collect entries for a cause that you care about, or you can encourage people to support a cause that you care about. You can do this as part of your prize, giving away an experience with that charity or not-for-profit or social enterprise. You can also collect money if you're running a purchase to win competition with a certain portion of all of the purchases to enter the competition given to the charity. Or for example, you could give a donation for every single entry that you get into that competition. People love to support a great cause and they love to support a brand that supports a great cause. So showcase your connection and your caring to those charities and not-for-profits by creating a competition that gives back. The 17th giveaway idea for your small business is to gamify the entry process. Gamification essentially means turning something into a game-like structure, and that could involve adding rules or adding points or adding leaderboards or other competitive elements. Now, you might argue that a competition is technically already gamified because it does involve that competing for a prize element with other entrants. But you can add extra gamification elements, for example, such as leaderboards, and this will encourage people to stay engaged with your competition. It's going to encourage engagement between the entrants, and it's also going to, if for example you do a leaderboard, bring people back to continuously enter because the leaderboard positions are going to change depending on the actions that the entrants take. So it's a really great way to engage your entrants and to keep them engaged for the entire duration of the competition, not just at the moment that they enter your competition. You could also see some great user-generated content and interactions between their entrants as they compete with each other and G each other up or compliment each other or congratulate each other when you draw the winner. You've also going to have people in there advocating for their favorite or for their leaders and spurring people on as well. So it's a great idea to get people engaged with your brand. The 18th and final giveaway idea for your small business is to run a hashtag competition on Instagram. So this involves creating a unique hashtag that no one else is using that is relevant to your brand on Instagram and asking your entrants to use this hashtag in their entry posts. You can then search for this hashtag on the platform and find all of your entries. This is a great way to expand your reach because obviously these entrants have to post their post to their feed that all their friends are going to see, including your hashtag. So it's a great way to reach new people on the platform. Just be careful that if someone's account is set to private, their entry won't show in the hashtag list when you search for that hashtag. So let's recap. What are the best giveaway ideas for your small business? They are prizes with a high perceived value. This could be something that's customized or money can't buy, or a prize package or a partner with another business. And they are also prizes which involve your own product or services. If you can make this experiential or money can't buy or something that's highly customized, then your competition will be onto a winner. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The puns are just too obvious in competitions. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Competition Curious. Now, whether it's your first episode or whether you've listened to a few episodes now, I would absolutely love it if you could leave me a review. It would be really, really appreciated. It helps give me ultimate user-generated content and feedback on the work that I'm doing on this podcast. It also helps me to reach new people by helping them to understand what the podcast is about and what you love about it. Obviously, I'm always happy for you to share this with your business owner and marketing friends, and also subscribe and follow if you want to be notified when the next episode of Competition Curious is released. But for now, I've been Suki Van Kay. This is Competition Curious. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next week.